up on the DMC Upside, 11 Del Mar College non-biology majors hit the Corpus Christi Bay for a floating classroom experience. We'll tell you all about it.
The Del Mar College Mexican American Studies program offered a free summer seminar. We'll take you there.
Registration for Del Mar College fall classes is underway, with opportunities to register online and on campus. We'll explain.
Summer Tech's prep campers presented proposals for renewable energy uses. The Corpus Christi pre-freshman engineering program demonstrated their projects. And we've also got our regular segments, Boardwatch and Around Campus.
Welcome to the DMC Upside. This is our August edition. I'm Kira Hayes.
And I'm Carlos Garanzuay. We've got the latest news and information about Del Mar College.
11 Del Mar College non-science majors took a field trip on a floating classroom. The experience was designed to build students' appreciation of rich biological diversity in the coastal bend.
On August 5, 2014, 11 Del Mar College non-science majors prepared to hit Corpus Christi Bay aboard the Archimedes for a floating classroom experience.
We are the Texas Floating Classroom. We're a nonprofit 501c. Our mission is to provide a platform for research for students and also to educate everyone about the life in the ocean. A lot of the students, these were college students, but we start at 4th grade, and a lot of the students that we take out have never been on a boat before ever in their lives, even if they grew up in Corpus Christi. And so being able to show those students what it's like to be on the boat and also all the amazing things that live in the water is really neat.
The students are taking 1409 General Biology, Diversity, and Environment. The field trip gave them hands-on lessons on how life forms, life's diversity, and how it relates to the environment.
It is a core course, so a lot of times, they have to take a science, and so this is the perfect class. And today we went out on the Archimedes, which took us out in Corpus Christi Bay. We saw things from little tiny organisms, larval crabs, plankton, all the way to dolphins.
It brings what we're learning in the classroom in front of us, and it makes it more alive so we can all relate to, as opposed to, oh, there's something I saw in a book, to here's something I can actually hold and feel and look at and jump at it if it jumps at you. I just think this trip is really awesome and everyone should try it. I mean, it's great.
The Texas Floating Classroom was established to help Coastal Bend students have the resources to learn about South Texas area waters.
One of my personal main goals with these classes is to get the students to realize what a great place we live and how many, that they need to get outside a little bit more and appreciate the diversity that we have right in our own backyard.
I do think it's really important for anyone who lives in Corpus Christi or lives near the ocean at all to know what's in the water around them, to be aware that their actions affect a broad spectrum of life that's in the water. Everything that we put down a storm drain in Corpus Christi ends up in the bay. So I think coming out like this helps the students be aware of the biodiversity and also how they affect it.
For more information on Del Mar College biology courses, call 361-698-1666. We're taking a break, but we'll be right back. Stay with us.
Catch the Viking spirit. Nationally recognized and locally focused, Del Mar College has been delivering dreams for over 75 years. If Del Mar College has touched your life, join the Vikings Alumni Association and help others achieve their dreams. Stay connected. Support scholarships. Explore the Viking Career Network. Join online today at delmar.edu/alumni for as little as $10 and get a free t-shirt. Show your Viking pride.
Plan your next event at Del Mar College's Richardson Performance Hall. Our facility accommodates conferences, concerts, religious events, and private parties. We have 3 lounges, balcony elevators, and a convenient drive-up drop-off. For productions, Richardson Performance Hall has more than 1,700 seats and is outfitted with staging, rigging, lighting, and sound capabilities, plus many patron and performer amenities. Book your next event at Richardson Performance Hall. We create dreams, one event at a time. For more information, call 361-698-2228.
I spent the day in the shade of a tree, thinking how we best to spend this precious time that we've been given. I came to thinking that the best use of my time would be with you.
Just imagine the places we can go together. Del Mar College. Dreams delivered.
Oh, 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 oh.
Welcome back. The Del Mar College Mexican American Studies program offered a free summer seminar. This seminar was an excellent opportunity for students and the community to learn how Mexican American studies could enrich their lives.
On July 12, 2014, Del Mar College in the Mexican American Studies program held a one-day summer seminar immersing participants in Mexican American culture for a life-enriching experience.
Today we're trying to promote the Mexican American Studies program here at Del Mar College. We want to have students or people, anyone from the community, understand how important it is to learn about Mexican Americans, in the United States, of course. We do offer an associate's degree in Mexican American Studies, and the point is to help people see what little snippets of each of the courses we have to offer and how relevant they are and how important they are and interesting. The interest level is really something I think we haven't really touched on yet.
Everything from literature, music, art, history, and politics were subjects discussed in breakout sessions presented by Del Mar College faculty.
Right now, there's a session going on history being American history. It's not just Mexican American history, but American history. We have had, of course, the history of the Jewish Americans and how they have connected with the Mexican Americans. A lot of people don't know the Sephardic Jews were from Mexico. So here again, we have this other connection where we think it's really cross-cultural. And so it's important for all of us to understand this. We're going to have Mexican American literature. Of course, in a little bit, we're going to have an author who will share her work, Chicana literature.
It's profoundly important to have Mexican American studies. That was critical in my own development as a Chicana. I did not grow up with such a deep understanding of my own culture. It wasn't until I attended the University of Texas at Austin and began taking Chicano politics classes that I began to learn that I'm from a people with a profound culture, a profound history. And I think that I just began to stand up straighter and speak more clearly and feel that I had a purpose. And I used that intentionality in my writing. So being Chicano informs everything that I do today. And I think probably the larger message of the conference as a whole is just to take pride in who we are and to really think about our community and everything that we do. You know, I do it through writing, people can do it through teaching, through medicine. It's all just about evaluating your own skill set and then seeing how you can use your own skills to better your community.
The first Mexican American Studies Summer Seminar was just the beginning of many other events planned by the Mexican American Studies program.
To learn more about the Mexican American Studies program at Del Mar College, call 361-698-1218.
Del Mar College fall classes begin this month. However, there are still opportunities to register for classes.
As another semester prepares to start, registration at Del Mar College has never been easier.
Well, we've got a couple of deadlines coming up. The first deadline is going to be August 13th, which students that are currently enrolled in classes have up until the 13th to pay for their class up to 6:30, and after that, if they have not paid, they will be dropped. Then we are getting ready for our express registration, which is our on-campus registration, which is going to be August the 19th, and we'll register from 7:30 to 8 p.m. that evening. The 20th, we'll be registering from 7:30 to 6:30, and then we will have our last final registration, on-campus registration, which will be Saturday, August 23rd, from 10 to 2 p.m. What will happen, like say August 13th, if a student doesn't pay by 6:30 that evening, students will be dropped on that, the 14th and 15th. And what will happen, the online registration will open up like at 12:01 a.m. on the 16th, which is Saturday. They can go online and re-register again. And so they'll have another opportunity to pay for those classes up until the 20th, which they will have up until 6:30 to pay. And if they don't pay again, they will be dropped again. And then the registration will open up on the 23rd as well.
Students already in the college system can go to WebDMC, a one-stop shop for all Del Mar College students' registration needs and services.
The students can only register once all their holds have been cleared, meaning they need to have all their application in, their missing documents, and of course if they have an advisor hold, it needs to be cleared. Once all the holds are cleared, then they're able to register online. Any holds will prevent any student from registering online.
Del Mar College will provide other opportunities to register online and on campus, along with important dates, payment deadlines, and much more.
Dual credit registration works a little bit differently. They have to go see their high school counselor, and they get advised by the counselor as far as which dual credit courses they're going to take. Those in turn will be submitted to us, and then we enroll the students, and then we send them. And of course, dual credit now have that new price, so it's $99.99 per course for a 3-hour course. And so really this is a big plus for us because hopefully that will encourage students to register for dual credit classes.
For more information on enrolling at Del Mar College, call the Student Enrollment Center at 361-698-1290 or go online to www.delmar.edu.
With a new fall semester beginning, we went around campus and asked students, what class are you looking forward to the most? This is what they said.
Well, my favorite subject in history is like warfare and the things behind it, little scenes into it. I'm a real detail kind of guy, so I like the little details behind the scenes. That's to me, that's really make it worthwhile. You know, that's when you actually learn what really would happen. Like this little thing is like a little cog in the clock. Without this little clog, maybe the clock wouldn't work. That's how I look at it.
Really excited for creative writing because I'm really excited to get started on my English degree and just put all my thoughts down on paper.
This semester, recently I'm about to graduate the Fire Academy, so I'm looking forward to my EMT basic classes to learn a lot of medical terms, different medical stuff, and to help people out.
Well, I'm a criminal justice major. I've yet to have the class, but it's about the law enforcement and the abilities to be able to break down a crime scene and everything that's part of it. Because he really elaborates already in the criminal justice court system, but now I want to be able to learn about the crime scene and everything else that the other half of the law enforcement agency does. So.
Well, I'm in the dental hygiene program, so I'm just actually looking forward to the whole program in general so I can get going and get started with my career.
I'm looking forward to my TV1 class because that's like part of my major. I'm going into communications and I'm looking forward to like working with soundboards and stuff. So
definitely acting 2 with Carl Yao. I took it my first semester, acting 1 my first semester here, and now I'm looking forward to acting 2 just because it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun and it's going to be really productive.
Criminal justice because that field interests me like a lot, so I'm really looking forward to it.
I mean, I'm really looking forward to chemistry because chemistry is a really interesting class. I mean, right now I'm trying to major in science right now, and after this I'll be moving into Louisiana and be going to school there, and Del Mar College really helped me out with bringing up my GPA and then accomplishing my goals.
The history of rock and roll because I love music.
It's time for a break, but there's more of the DMC Upside coming up. Don't go away.
Social media is bringing us closer together every day. The CCRTA invites you to stay in touch through any and all of our many pages. Follow us on Facebook for up-to-date news about the city and other issues in public transit. Stay up to date on rider alerts through Twitter. Find route information, maps, and more on our website at ccrta.org. View videos or take our downtown virtual tour on our YouTube page. Or email us with any questions or concerns. Be connected to the Corpus Christi Regional Transportation Authority.
During emergencies, Del Mar College provides important information to students, employees, and the public using different communication methods, including the college's website, social media pages, and the local news media. As a Del Mar College student or employee, you can get first-hand notices by signing up for the DMC Alert notification system. Go to www.delmar.edu/DMC Alert. Information about the college's current emergency situation is also available by going to www.delmar.edu, calling the college's public information line at 698-1600, going to Del Mar College's Facebook or Twitter pages, checking the Caller Times website at www.caller.com, listening to broadcasts by local radio and television stations, or checking local stations' web postings. These messages include actions students and employees should take, as well as inform the public of current decisions made by college officials. Messages will be updated as determined by changes affecting the current situation.
I spent the day in the shade of a tree, thinking how we best to spend this precious time that we've been given.
Just imagine the places we can go together. Del Mar College. Dreams delivered.
Survival in a chemical emergency depends on getting accurate information. For the latest updates on a chemical emergency, call 826-4636. Add this number to your emergency contact list, 826-4636. And don't call 911. Instead, for information, call the information line, 826-4636. Getting information is an important part of your personal safety plan. Be prepared. Get your personal safety plan information at cclepc.org.
Thanks for staying with us. The Del Mar College Board of Regents have regular meetings on the second Tuesday of each month. These 9 elected officials create the policies and procedures for the college.
The Del Mar College Board of Regents met for their regular meeting on August 12, 2014. Under staff reports, Vice President of Workforce Development and Strategic Initiatives, Lenora Keys, discussed the City of Corpus Christi Business and Job Development Corporation Type A Award to build a process and instrumentation pilot plant for the college.
We're very proud today to be able to share with you what we've received from the City of Corpus Christi and the Type A Board of $1.39 million award to build a process and instrumentation technology pilot plant. Now, what we will be able to do with this is we will increase enrollment in workforce development. We will enhance our credit programs that are presently existing and have been very effective in meeting the demand. But with the increased demand, this new support will increase the capacity in such a meaningful way. We're going to be able to add continuing ed courses and corporate and workforce training programs.
The college also received a grant for the Texas Workforce Grant for Texas Adult Education and Literary Service Provider Program.
It is my great pleasure to announce that Del Mar College, through the hard work of Ida Trumpetier, who is the director of our GED Center as it is right now, and Ann Cunningham, our Assistant Dean of Continuing Education, and the application that they submitted to the Texas Workforce Commission, that Del Mar College was awarded the $1.749 million general education, I call it, but it's the Adult Education Award for this next year. It's actually a 2-year award, and it's to cover 12 counties. I really would like to commend this group because this has been a huge labor of love. In the last 3 years, they have really outpaced anyone else in the area as far as delivery of this GED. But then also to receive this grant from Texas Workforce Commission is a major accomplishment, and it really was a lot of work.
Item 6 of the board agenda called for a discussion and possible action related to the amending resolution for orders, calling for a November 4, 2014 bond election.
The Board of Regents approved a resolution on July 8th calling for a bond election on November 4th in the amount of $157 million. In the intervening period of time, meetings with community leaders have discussed changing the ballot language somewhat to be more descriptive of the kinds of projects that are going to occur so that it better communicates on the ballot to the general public how the college is going to use these funds. Tom Spurgeon, the college's bond counsel, has redrafted the resolution, and it's an amending resolution because you already have a resolution in place. He felt it was best that we amend the prior resolution calling for the election with the amended language.
Do we have a motion then from Gabe and a second by Sandra? Any public comment on item number 6? Hearing none, let's do a roll call vote if we could please, Delia.
Dr. Adnami?
Yes.
Mr. Bonds?
Yes.
Mrs. Spana?
Yes.
Ms. Hutchinson?
Yes.
Mr. McCampbell?
Yes.
Ms. Smith-Barker?
Yes.
Mr. Vivas?
Yes.
Mr. Walter?
Yes.
Mr. Watts?
Yes. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
You can watch the entire Del Mar College Board of Regents meeting on digital cable channel 19 in Corpus Christi every Friday at 2 p.m. and Saturday at 7 p.m. You can also watch it online at bit.ly/DMC Regents.
Del Mar College and Flint Hills Resources teamed up to offer the Texas Pre-Freshman Engineering Program to young summer campers. These campers demonstrated teamwork by presenting business proposals for renewable energy uses.
On July 24, 2014, students enrolled in the Texas Pre-Freshman Engineering Program presented business proposals for renewable energy for both commercial and residential use as part of their summer camp project. 2 teams comprised of middle and high school-aged third-year campers gave presentations at Del Mar West Campus and explained the advantages of renewable energy sources such as solar and wind-based technology.
And they've been working really hard for the last close to 6 weeks on coming up with a business plan, which includes locations and development, products, pricing, tangential costs of insurances and employees, and you name it, they've taken it into consideration.
Del Mar College is the local site for TexPrep, which offers area students a free head start on high school and college studies of mathematics, computer sciences, and engineering in hopes of generating more interest in the STEM studies when they attend college.
You know, all indications are that Corpus Christi will be booming, especially in the technological areas, the STEM-related areas, science, technology, engineering, mathematics. As new industry moves into the Bay Area, we're going to need not just blue-collar workforce, but we're going to need some trained professional workforce as well. And this program introduces them not only to aspects of engineering, math, science, technology that will be extremely helpful if they decide to pursue those disciplines with their bachelor's career, but really establishes, most importantly, a foundation of hard work. We expect a lot from them, and they deliver.
Funding for the 7-week program is provided by Flint Hill Resources, along with the college, the Del Mar College Foundation, and the Coastal Bend Foundation.
For information on next summer's Tex Prep Camp, call 361-698-1671.
In a similar story, Del Mar College held the Corpus Christi Pre-Freshman Engineering Program Summer Camp. This 7-week program ended with students showing off their architectural projects.
On July 29, 2014, the Coleman Center on Del Mar College's West Campus was the site for this summer's annual project demonstrations of the 2014 Corpus Christi Pre-Freshman Engineering Program Summer Camp. Over 80 students ranging from ages 12 to 16 attended the 7-week summer camp sponsored by Flint Hills Resources and Del Mar College.
This Texas Pre-Freshman Engineering Program sponsored by Flint Hills and Del Mar College is to get students interested in engineering, science, and math by actually doing projects like robot projects and bridge projects and robots that actually function as robots. It's really important that they actually get to test them themselves and that they also get a chance to talk to other. We have 20 guest speakers that come in, and some of them look at their projects, make suggestions, and we also go on about 7 field trips at different locations, different colleges in the area, so they can also be aware of what opportunities are out there.
The campers have spent 5 hours a day expanding their problem-solving skills, learning about computer programming systems and languages, and studying different engineering fields.
You're not going to learn this stuff in school really until you get up in really higher grades. So if you learn it now, then it gives you a basic starting structure for that stuff. So it's like, now it's not really for a grade, so now's the best time to really work on it. So that way when it is for a grade, you have a better structure.
You have to learn collaboration skills in order to build something like this. And also teamwork's the main thing. You have to know your team, you have to basically become friends with them. If I truthfully hadn't learned about this program, I wouldn't have as many friends as I did have today.
The camp's overall objective is to increase the number of students who will pursue STEM studies when they attend college.
Well, I would just say if you have any interest at all in engineering, or if you like to build things and solve problems, that I think it's something great to try out and see if you like it. I know that I really enjoyed it, and I'm sure that a lot of other people would too.
For more information on the Corpus Christi Pre-Freshman Engineering Program at Del Mar College, go online to www.delmar.edu/texprep or call 361-698-1238. That concludes this edition of the DMC Upside.
The DMC Upside is on digital cable channel 19 in Corpus Christi every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. You can also find us online at youtube.com/DMC Del Mar College.
The DMC Upside returns in September with an all-new show. We hope you'll be watching. Until then, I'm Kira Hayes.
And I'm Carlos Garanzuay. Thanks for watching.